Welcome back, adventurous listeners. We are here with another Make Weird Music playlist for January 2025. Right now it's January 14th, and I'm heading out to New York City tomorrow for a little vacation. So I wanted to get this out there before it's too late and get our 2025 kicked off just right. We've got an interesting playlist this month. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting the recent live streams and playlists. It's been super fun. So yeah, let's just get started. We're going to jump right into some Captain Beefheart. Here we go.
Bat chain puller. Bat chain puller. Puller, puller. Bat chain puller. Puller, 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 bat chain puller. A chain with yellow lights that glistens like oil beads.
Man, what a groove that song has. And so many people have said, oh, these guys, like when I've put these strange playlists together, people are like, oh, there's just Frank Zappa and Captain Beefheart all over again. So we can get this out of the way. There's your Captain Beefheart kicking off this 2025 playlist. This is actually my favorite Captain Beefheart song. It is pretty straightforward, but if you don't know Captain Beefheart, he is best known for his album Trout Mask Replica, and it's very strange. So yeah, it's definitely something to get into. For whatever reason, Trout Mask is so popular. It's often on the top 100 albums of all time kind of thing, which is so surprising. Because it's wild, not because it's terrible, by the way. All right, so this next track is by Thinking Fellers Union Local 282. This comes from a YouTuber I've been following for many years named Killer6. And his son sent this over, and I just thought it was a cool track. So let's check it out.
My pal, the tortoise, how fast does he go? Man, he goes like crazy. What about the cut of his jib? I think it's the finest cut you ever find. What does he file at the Hall of Records? A proclamation of tortoise intent. Does he live the life of a madman? Yes, he lives the life of a madman. What falls to his mouth from trees above? Hot tarts swinging under painted umbrellas. My pal the tortoise, his fortune is boundless. Does he see on nights by the river all the stars he's ever admired? What does he find in the mud?
Great groove. Just really cool. Funny lyrics. And some unconventional stuff going on there. Yeah, it might be a straightforward song, but I don't think this is one you would hear on the radio. Reminds me of the band Cake. They had some really awesome big hits, but also some cuts that people don't really listen to very much that were super fun and interesting. So yeah, while I want to add a little bit of commentary through this playlist. I've done a few live streams, some unplanned, and a bunch of the music on this playlist comes from some of those live streams where people like you watching are just suggesting stuff either in the comments or through super chats, or I actually created a Google Doc and people have been just adding stuff to that. So a lot of this music does come from other people, but some of it is from my own discovery processes. All right, let's check out this other one. I believe this is also a Killer Six, or at least Killer Six's son track that was sent over. My Kimono by Polvo. Yeah, I just like that track when I heard it. There's some interesting stuff going on, and this band Polvo is pretty interesting, kind of math rock stuff. So if you're into the whole time signature, odd rhythm kind of thing, check out Polvo. All right, this next track is called Pigswill from Scraping Foetus Off the Wheel.
Pigswill. Destroy all. Run on every caravan front. Shacking up, shaking down. Con jump down the coast. Finger in dark and hand on post. Make a boil hot and bottle. Eyes like water running sore. River in crotchet and key to the door.
I got to admit, I didn't get it when I first heard it, but I did listen a few more times, and so many people really like this band. I was pretty surprised. It's obviously a shocking name, but the music is very fun and interesting, so check them out. This next one is called Hyperspace by the Catler Brothers. Here we go. Oh yeah, microtones. Oh my goodness, that is so out there. I don't know how people do. I mean, obviously, it's like I get it, but man, that is so strange. I wonder if they have a microtonal bass too. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. That was pretty crazy. This next one is called Cryptosporidium by the Flying Luttenbachers. Let's see about this one. Bit Henry Cowish at times. A little bit of that Captain Beefheart sound too. Pretty interesting. These guys are pretty out there if you want to go check them out. And this, just as a reminder, this video is just one in a whole series of videos. All of them are in a playlist on the Make Weird Music channel. I think it's called The Weirdest Music Ever or something like that. But also, if you want to check out these playlists yourself, they are in the video description for Spotify and Apple Music. And if you want to make a playlist yourself for your favorite service like YouTube Music or something like that, there's also a text version of this playlist, and you can just send me a link or leave a link as a comment. I read all the comments, and then I'll just add your link to the video description if you make a playlist on, say, Tidal or YouTube Music. All right, this next one is a band called Stump. A lot of people have asked me to feature Stump, and the bassist for the band is Kev Hopper, and I think we scheduled an interview for not next week, but maybe the week after. So we should have an interview with him up pretty soon. Let's check out this track, Buffalo. Oh my goodness, I could listen to that whole track right now. Wow, that is incredible. Just everything about it. Those bass parts are awesome. The drums are great. I don't know about the lyrics. All right, I don't know how to pronounce this one. Glasäggget, maybe. But this was such a surprise, this track and this band in particular, when someone mentioned it on one of the live streams, Kronan. And Kronan is a viewer of the channel, so thank you for watching. This EP is so good. I've probably listened to it 20 or 30 times since last month's live stream when I first heard it. It's got a lot of rhythm stuff going on. Here we go. I just love that music. I love when I feel like there's like a wheel going and it has 25 different angles and yet it rolls. Just that track is incredible. The whole EP, really check it out. Provning and Tuktung. I don't know. I'm probably completely butchering that. All right, this next one was also from from one of the live streams. This was such a cool track called Dog Milk by the band Palm. And it was cool. I've got a couple of people who told me they're still listening to Palm and really digging it. So hopefully you like it too. Here we go. Man, I love it. Just love that whole vibe. It's kind of like this band Cowbells, Kalbells. They have an album. Oh, what is it called? Ten Flowers. This album is unbelievable. So go out of your way, to listen to that one. It's so good. Where did my playlist go? Here we go. Okay, this next one, I had the CD, but it's up in a stack. I moved all the CDs. I bought this CD called Lunar Mistake from the Sleepy Time Gorilla. No, it was the Free Salamander exhibit show. That was in Mesa just a couple of months ago. And I didn't even remember buying it. It ended up in this pile of CDs of stuff I needed to listen to. And so I just imported it this morning and was listening to it and like, wow, this is so good. What is this? Open it up. Matt Lebowski is on keyboards. And apparently I bought it from the merch booth where the singer was helping Free Salamander exhibit. And if you don't know Free Salamander exhibit, it's several of the members of like Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum with some other members as well. And really cool music. So all of that story aside, let's check out the track Future History by Lunar Mistake.
Every midnight magic lanterns fill our minds with shadow play. New phantasmagoric splendors, dreams of what we might yet be. Long forgotten aspirations come to have their final say. Dissipate as we awaken, safe in gray reality. Keyless locks on doors seem so tantalizing. Restless muses whisper, their voices rising, verging. Sun will beckon in the pale dawn, winking, smiling at us from the vast beyond. Looking on the north horizon, frozen time and memories. Sapphire stars and dying glaciers share tales of gods and thunder. Floating in the South Pacific, trade winds over coral reefs. Fill my heart with aching melodies, distant loves and wonders. Ancient myths and legends, blueprints of folly, spyglass revelation.
How cool is that? What a cool track. Oh, man. They're out of Oakland, California. And it's kind of like the new Raise the Maze Paul Hansen stuff, too. There's a similar vibe thing going on there. But yeah, the whole album is so good. It's like this, this says Lunar Mistake is a prog post-punk new wave band from Oakland. So yeah, check them out. Really good. I was also prepping for a new video today that I'm hoping to make about these albums, Mike Patton's Pranzo Old Transista, and then Adult Themes for Voice. And I just bought the CD yesterday. It came in the mail today. Thank you, Amazon. And I've listened to Pranzo Old Transista a lot. But this one was new. I just never really checked it out, and it is so good. Oh my goodness. And I was trying to work while listening to it, and then it was like so distractingly cool. And this track, Porno Holocaust, just had me like, so let's check it out. Unbelievable. So I just want to clarify something for people who don't know about this record. All themes composed by Patton for voice and microphone, recorded and mixed in fine hotel rooms around the world using a Tascam 4-track Porta Studio. So this is like this is before you could just go into Pro Tools and like manipulate sounds. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but this is not like stuff that could have been done. This is 1995, I think it was. 1996. Incredible work. Patton is a genius for sure. Oh man. Okay. Something pretty different here. This is a track called 4.3. Yeah, by the band Supersilent. All of their albums are numbers. And this one was pretty interesting. Came up during one of our live streams. Someone submitted it. So let's check it out. Yeah, this is a 10-minute improvised track. Supersilent is a Norwegian improvisational collective, commonly referred to in Europe at least as a supergroup. So yeah, check them out on well, Spotify. I don't know any of these names, but from what I've heard, it's really interesting music. All right, this next track is called Sank by a band called Motor Overflow. Oh man, I can get lost in that stuff. I don't know about you. I love it. Love it. Okay, this is Fauna Grotesque by Syzygys. Yeah. The person who suggested this says weird synth piano music by two Japanese girls who probably ate too many shrooms and had fun. I don't care who made it. That's pretty awesome music. Awesome. Okay, so let's check out this next track, Mary Halvorson. This one was so interesting. Another recommendation from our live streams, and man, this was such a cool track. I really didn't expect it. All right, here we go. How cool is that, right? Oh my goodness. Mary Halvorson is really awesome. Pretty sure she's based in New York. But yeah, what a guitarist. So interesting. All right, Slap Happy. I think I added this one. Bad Alchemy. This track is insane.
I dream hermaphrodite and I sit up all night. Our eyes on the horizon of a wobbling bowl. Heads and hands we ponder drags, the bowl contains liquids left putrescent after being drained. What we feel we have to solve is why the drags have not dissolved. When I wake I wonder what it means. Am I bad alchemy? It seems I image self unmixed a risk in a dish for drinking, fluid with a strong least.
Slap Happy, super cool. This track reminds me of some of the Henry Cow stuff with Dagmar Kraus, but this is so much more enjoyable to me. I don't know what you think, but speaking of Henry Cow, I'm sure I listened to this and then thought, oh, I should put on some Henry Cow. This track, Nirvana for Mice, was a real gateway drug for me with Henry Cow, especially the ending. I won't play the whole song, but I'll play some of the beginning and then the end. If that wasn't enough to get you into this track, check out the end. Just blew my mind the first time I heard it. And then this Hocket. Crazy. All right, this is a user submission or a viewer submission. Gorgonzola Descontrola by the band Snail Force. And this is very much, if you're into the band Farmer's Market, which we shared a few months ago, you will dig this because it's definitely got its roots there. I don't know if it's the same band members or what, but it's that really insane sort of Eastern European non-stopness. I just love music that takes you on an adventure, and this is such a cool song. Thank you to whoever submitted it. Really appreciate it. This is one from, I think it was called an Aztec prog band. So I don't know if it's actually Aztec or someone just inspired or something like that. But the track is called Vlahokoshpets, and the band is called Korima. How cool is that? Seriously. Oh man, check that out. The whole album is pretty nuts. Really cool stuff. Some stuff more conventional than others. But I liked this track a lot and thought it'd be good for this playlist. This is one that was very surprising, this next one. Cori&Her. I think this is a brand new track or album. Bleeding Out with the Sweethearts. Let's check it out.
I'm cool to you, and it's nice to meet you. Please, I ignore it, but I like Kimono. Said last week I'm walking my first right now. Bad idea, little inside gonna be back by flip, quick and simple and to the view. I can't get so since time between shades. They constantly keep showing nauseous when they still need to say to take a different walk back to my house when you show peace. I live this dangerous, must be cautious. My reward you.
Isn't that great? It's like the old of Montreal stuff and Residents and so many things rolled up into one, and only 18 monthly listeners. So my guess is Cori&Her is relatively or completely undiscovered. So yeah, check out that EP. I think it's a pretty short album. Okay, this next one is from Pauline Oliveros, who has a long, decades-long history of like avant-garde composition and stuff. And this this track stood out to me on this release, Botanic. So if that's your jam, there's a whole album of this stuff. It's actually really interesting. And that track had something like 30,000 plays on Spotify. So if you think that your music is too strange to get a lot of plays, reconsider. All right, this one is called A Major for 12 Frogs by DVA. I didn't know if this track was actually a joke or not, but it lightens things up a little bit. That's from an album called Botanicula Soundtrack. I don't know if it's a video game soundtrack or what, but it's fun. All right, this next track is called Godmother by Holly Herndon, Jalen, and Spawn. I don't remember where I first heard about Holly Herndon, but yeah, somebody brought her up on on a playlist, and we didn't get to it, but I did off stream. And this track is very interesting. Man, so good. It's kind of like a very, well, I don't know if I should compare, but it reminds me of Crystal Beth, who we featured on a playlist, I don't know, 1 or 2 months ago. But yeah, check out Crystal Beth if you like the vocal looping percussive stuff from, like live vocal microphone kind of thing. Awesome. And I love this track, Godmother. All right, last two on the playlist, Full Moon Come by Lucky Dragons. Here we go. It's like Pulses or Music for 18 Musicians. The whole album is like this, kind of these vocal loops that interweave and phasically shift in and out. And I just made up a word, phasically. But really, really good stuff. Lucky Dragons, and the album's called Ooga Booga Bongo Music. All right, and the last track, I just realized I loved this band Hella, and I had never featured them on any of the playlists, and I thought that was odd. It's two people, a lot of instrumental jam craziness, virtuosic. Yeah, this one's called Biblical Violence by Hella. Hella is insane. And if you don't know Hella, go check them out. Great, great music. And that about wraps it up for the January 2025 playlists. Just a reminder that the playlists are linked in the video description. So if you want to check them out on your own. And then a lot of this stuff that I do, I don't ever know before I upload the video if it's going to get muted for copyright or something like that. So if you can't hear a track, I apologize. Nothing I can control. I don't monetize these videos, but when you're featuring music from so many people, you just never know if someone's going to block a video and I have to cut pieces out. But if you want to support what I do, what we do at Make Weird Music, there is something called Club Weird, and there's a little join button right under your YouTube video player. And for $3 a month, you can support us and help us to just pay our bills and bring artists in for shows and whatever other expenses come up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. And if you've got stuff you want to see on the playlist for February, just leave it in the comments. I will try to get to it. And if you want more of this kind of thing, check out the other videos in the playlist, which I'll also link in the video description. Cool. Thanks so much, and Happy New Year.